Hi everyone. I am on day 6 today, and I kind of wanted to do just a joint film for day 5 and day 6 to talk a little bit about like what's been going on in my mind and what's been going on with me emotionally and in my life and everything. I am still going strong. I have not fallen off like the dieting wagon. It is kind of like the longest I've gone in a really long time without like processed sugar and processed food and soda. And it is like mind bending to me that I made it. I'm like, ah! And I'm really, really excited that I've made it this far. Just because I feel like I'm kind of gotten over the detox hump. I feel a lot better. I woke up this last couple of days and didn't feel like, like I was gonna die. I felt a lot better, and I was so glad. And I, somewhere in the process of these past few days, I went out and we purchased a scale, like a scale that sits at my house. I have not had a scale in forever. And I just keep like looking at it. And of course, my husband, who's like this incredible athlete and he's in awesome shape, just like jumps right on the scale. And I just had the hardest time with it. Not because I'm not proud of him and like all his many physical accomplishments, but because I am the fat spouse. I am overweight. I am way more overweight than him. And I weigh more than he does. And he's 6'2". And I know some of you, a lot of you have probably been in this position where you weigh more than your spouse, or you're like me and you have this spouse that's just like in awesome shape. Or maybe you have a spouse who's dieting with you and they're like, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds. Oh, look, I did. And I am in the uncomfortable position of realizing that I am like the fat spouse. And I don't love it. And I really, really want to change it. And that is my first fitness goal. My first weight and fitness goal is to weigh less than my spouse, who is in incredible shape. Right now he weighs like 182. That's what he weighed when he weighed himself on our new scale. And I was like, ugh, because really, honestly, to weigh less than him, I would have to lose from my day one, like 15 pounds. And it is kind of a big chunk of weight for me to lose. And I know I can do it. It's not that. And it's not really about the weight, but it's just about how I feel about the weight. And we sat down together and kind of had this like State of the Union. And I would really recommend, if you're in the same position as I am and your spouse is like the healthier spouse, engaging them in this process. So normally I do not engage my spouse in this process because like being overweight is a huge source of like personal shame for me. And this is the first time he's known what I weighed, what I'm trying to do, what my diet is like. And it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to be that open even with your spouse. But I have been this time because I desperately do not want to fail again. I do not want to fail again. And I need a team behind me, right, to be successful. And so I set aside my shame and embarrassment, and we had like a pretty frank discussion about what I wanted to do with my health and wellness moving forward. And my husband, who's never struggled with this, right? It's hard to be the spouse who struggles with their weight, but my husband, who's never struggled with this, was like, basically like, well, I've been waiting for you to ask me. And I have just felt like this is too sensitive of a topic for you, and I didn't want you to feel bad about yourself, but I like want to help you and I want to do things with you. And I wish I hadn't let it become such a sensitive topic, but I did. I let it become just like such a sensitive topic for me, and it wasn't anything to do with him or how he treated me. He doesn't make me feel bad about what I weigh or anything like that, but it was a sensitive topic because of how I felt about myself. And I will say that recruiting my spouse has been really hard for me, But I did it, and I'm so glad that I did, because now I feel like I have somebody kind of back in my corner, and someone to encourage me, and someone to kind of cheer me on through this process. And I know it's hard to be the fat spouse, but if you are, that means your spouse is probably doing some things with your health, with their health, that you're not doing with yours. I have my weigh-in coming up. I'm really excited to see what I weigh. I don't know if I've lost weight. I hope I have. I haven't stepped on the scale. I think I'm too nervous. And I think it's that I don't want to be disappointed, I guess. And I know I didn't lose 15 pounds. Okay, like I don't expect that, but I hope I did lose some. But that weigh-in is coming on Tuesday, and I kind of like feel it coming, and I'm anxious about it. But I'm just gonna stay in this. I'm still strong today. As hard as the detox part of this has been, I'm still going strong, and I'm gonna go strong tomorrow, and I'm gonna make it to that first weigh-in, and I will film it for you so you know kind of what that was like for me. But I'm approaching the end of my week 1. I'm sitting here in day 6 feeling a lot better, and I am hopeful that the weigh-in on Tuesday morning is a positive experience for me. And I know not all victories are like weight or like scale victories. You can have a non-scale health victory, but I will let you know kind of what things look like on Tuesday. I'm excited. Bye.